Guys, welcome to another video. I'm recording it live. I've got the comments up on the screen here, so I'll read some of the comments out as we go along. But for most of you watching, it's going to be a replay. So hello to everybody, and I hope you're going to enjoy this video / live stream. So we got a new toy here. Check it out, guys. This is the Armour Outcast 8S. I said originally I wasn't going to get one, but the more I was looking at it, the more it was tempting me, and I just had to go and buy it. What's that racket over there? I can hear racket somewhere. Oh, I think it's... Hold on, let me put the volume down on my iPad. I think it's talking back to me. Then we're going to get a couple of comments and we're going to have a look at this new toy. Right, bear with me one sec. Alright, how is everybody doing? If you've got any comments, fire them away on there and I will see how many I can get. Obviously, I can't get them all. There's way too many coming in. We've got 153 people in the house so far. It's probably going to go up. So, what do you reckon, guys? I mean, I reckon it looks absolutely epic. I mean, looks-wise, I can't fault it. I mean, I'm loving these retro bodies that Armour doing at the moment. Like the infraction there, look. Check that one out. So there's going to be a proper unboxing and a review video of this. But in this video, just a quick little looky, quick little overview. And I'm going to put a different pinion on here to speed it up a little bit. And also, I want to put just some drywall tape and shoe goo on the inside of the body, because this body looks so nice. And I really don't want to destroy it. Guys, I can still... I know where the noise is coming from. I know where it's coming from. I know where it's coming from. It's coming from there. I know where it's coming from. It's coming from there. Alright, we're off. Guys, I had it up on my editing computer. I was putting all the links in down below. And everything I was saying through the live stream was all coming back to me. Like about 5 seconds later. I was like, what? Where's it coming from? It's like, what's that? So no, I turned that one off. It's like, is it next door being loud? It's like, no, it's not them. So it's my computer upstairs. So anyway, now we're all good. I'm not hearing myself talk back to myself. So now we can get on with the video. Is it 1/5 scale? Somebody said yes. Well, they say it's 1/5 scale, but compared to the Raminator, it's tiny. Am I bringing it to Paddlesworth? Yes, Seb, I am bringing it to Paddlesworth. Right, so let's start off with getting the pinion off, putting this new pinion gear onto it, and then we're going to start to do some work on the body. So a quick overview of it, actually. It looks almost exactly the same as the Creighton 8S over there, but they've sort of done this top brace here in 2 sections now, which is probably quite a good idea because it's going to stop it from bending. Well, bending is easily. They've also added a bit onto the chassis here, look, to sort of like strengthen it up a little bit. Obviously got different wheels, different bumper, different body, but the rest of it looks almost exactly the same. Arms look the same, transmission looks the same, everything pretty much looks the same. It's the same platform anyway. So let's get this down here. I've got to plug you in as well so you can charge up because the battery is getting a little bit low on my phone. That is partly why I started to stream a bit late, because I started to stream and then realised that my phone had no battery in it at all. Because I had it plugged in, but I forgot to plug it in on the wall. Right, there we go, we're charging. Jesse says, I thought you didn't like short wheelbase. Well, I'm not a fan. I mean, sometimes I like it. If I want to do all stunts and stuff, I like it, but I prefer long wheelbase. So by having a separate car, I've got both now. So let's start off with by getting that pinion out. Hopefully, I haven't used so much Loctite. They have. I was going to say, hopefully they haven't used so much Loctite that you can't get it out at all. Oh my god, they've used a lot. Oh, yeah, they've used a lot of Loctite. Damn you, Armour. Ah, I hate wheelies, says somebody. What's your opinion on FTC? FTC? I don't know what FTC is, dude. Redfin got this yesterday. Really? Redfin got it yesterday? I thought the shops were getting it tomorrow here in the UK. By the way, if you guys want to know where you can get it from, I'll put a link down below. So you've got the price down there where you can get it from, all that stuff. We've got to take these motor mount screws out. But I don't want to round off the heads. But I want to make it faster. So you might have to get the heat gun on there and heat them up a bit. Which I didn't really want to have to do. Alright. Oh, damn it. Shops have it in stock today, someone says. Yeah, some shops have. Actually, yeah, some shops have got it today. Get that off of there. And we've got to get these screws out here, but these are... Oh, yes, we got it off. Oh my God. Why is it so tight? You have to heat it up, boys. Have they got the EXB? I ordered the EXB, but it hasn't come yet. Harry says, did Armour send it to you? No, I paid for it. So, I can do what I like with it, and I can be fully honest in my videos. So if I bend the chassis, you'll be the first to know. Get some heatage on that. Alex, yeah, we're getting some heatage on there, dude. Do you use the Walton? I don't know what a Walton is, dude. That's a bit of heatage on there. Will I keep the wheelie bar? Yeah, I'll keep this one on, because this one's sort of tucked up out of the way, so that's probably pretty good. But when the wheelie bars are really low down, like on the X-Max, I've just got to take them off. What electrics am I running in the car? Stock at the moment, dude. I'll probably upgrade the servo, and the rest of it I'll leave it stock. What radio came with it? Says BMC. It comes with this one here, DXP. And I'm told these are really good radios, so we will see. But the radio that the Clayton 8 has come with, I was happy with that one anyway. It's that new ST, whatever that's called. That crappy one that come with most of the other Armours, that was crap. Compare it to X-Max. I will it, dude. Right, we're getting it out. Right, one more screw from the bottom, and we should be able to get it out. Did Armour send it to you, or did you buy it? I bought it. I bought this one myself. Actually, I've bought all of my Armours myself, and most of the RC cars that I've got, I've bought myself. But Tractors did give me a couple of cars. I gave me the 6x6 and the Minimax. But other than that, the rest of it, I bought it all myself. Alright, so what's going on here? I've forgotten how you actually get it out. Does it slide out? Come on, out you come. Right, we are out. Luckily, the Loctite wasn't too strong. Sometimes these armours come with like some crazy strong Loctite. Oh yes, we got it. We got it out. So these have got a little C-clip on here now. Look, if you look on here, look, quite a good design. It's got a little E-clip on there that you can actually ping off. And the idea of it is that if the pinion does come loose, you don't lose your pinion gear. And also, I'll show you in a minute when I have got it off. It's a bit tight, guys. I'll get it off in a sec. Oh man, come on. Oh, come on. Right, come on, come on, come on. You're going to get rage in a minute. Oh man, come off. I can't cry, I can laugh. But at the moment, I'm probably going to cry. Oh, right, we're off. We are off, guys. Alright, pinion off. That's actually pretty loose. Right, so if you look in the pinion, you probably can't see it on the camera, but it's got a D shape in there. So even if the pinion comes loose, it's still going to work. So if that comes loose and the E-clip's on there, then you can still spin it around. It's not going to come off. Right, so next. So this one here is a 19 tooth, and the pinion that I'm going to put on it, comes in the box, is a 23 tooth. And then we're going to get a bit of Loctite on there for good measure anyway. And slide him on. Got to get the old E-clip back on there without losing it. And you've got to watch your eyes as well, because sometimes you try and ping these on with the pliers and it can ping off and go in your eyeball. And then you're definitely going to get some rage. Come on. Should really put safety glasses on for this bit. But we'll cover it up instead. Ah, boom! Looking good, boys. Looking good. Come on. I was, oh. Got the wrench. Oh. Oh no. I think I've rounded off the grub screw in there actually. Damn it. Damn it! Oh yes, we got it out. That actually rounded off way too easy. So luckily I've got some new ones. No. Right, I'm going in. Guys, if you round the grub screw off, it's not worth even trying to use it. Because once that Loctite goes off, you'll never get it out again. So if you have a slip and Allen key, if it's got any slight amount of wear on there, you're best off just replacing it straight away with a new one. So I know it's tempting just to leave it in there, but you could end up with a whole load of problems later on. And I think by the looks of it, this Aromax hex wrench is actually worn out a little bit. Right. So these tips that I've got in here, these are actually made by Team C. And these ones actually are really hard. You can't get them anymore. So I can't really recommend you a place where you can get them from. Right. Get in there. Get in there, boy. Right, we're in. And then when you set the old backlash, you don't want to ram the motor all the way up to the main gear. So you want to make sure when you get on there, is you want to give that a slight little bit of, and you want to have a tiny bit of play, but not too much. If there's no play at all, it's too tight, and you're going to wear out your motor bearings and everything else. Right. Get this back in there. So these ones here, I'm going to put Loctite on there, but not the strong stuff. This stuff here is pretty strong. So I'm going to be putting on this medium strength stuff, which is the blue Zap stuff. We're going to be taking this to Powdersworth, guys. We're going to put it through its paces. We're going to give it hell. And when stuff breaks, then I will show it on my videos. I know there have been a few reviewers in the past that are not honest with their reviews, and when stuff breaks they cover it up and hide it, but you're not going to get any of that here. If it breaks, it goes in the video. If it's good, it goes in the video. All of it, all goes in the video. Right. Now, a little bit too loose. Might take you a couple of attempts to get it right, and there's 3 screws in there, remember. So by the time you've done them all up, it may well shift a little bit. Let's have a screw right there. It is. Bit of Loctite-ish. Yeah. Loctite edge. Oh no, done it wrong. Oh damn it. It's got a little slot inside the thing here. Right, got to loosen it again, guys. What you got to do is get the top screws in loosely, then get the bottom ones in. Do up the bottom one, and then you can drop the top one. Right. Hold on. We'll have it in a sec, guys. I'm a noob. No idea what I'm doing. Yeah. Oh man. When we've done this, I'm going to show you this next to the 4S and the 6S so you can kind of get a size comparison of it. At the moment, we may have a slight rage brewing up. Right, hold on, we're good. We're good. Right, so bottom screw in, leave it loose, then flip it over, then set the mesh, then do the screws up, and then you should be good. Right, no rage coming, we're good. Right, we're looking good, boys. Then once you've done all the screws up, check the mesh again. Make sure you've got a slight little bit of play on there. And then you're good to go. Right, we are good. Right, bear with me, then we're going to chuck it on the floor and compare it to some other ones. I've got to unplug you, so hopefully the battery's going to stay charged up. So this one here, this is the Outcast 4S. That one there's the 6S, and that one there is, you know what that one there is. So there you go. There's a bit of a size comparison going on. And someone says, what is it like compared to an X-Max? So slightly shorter wheelbase than the X-Max. Height-wise, X-Max is a tiny bit higher, but not by much. Ground clearance-wise, It looks like we've even got more with the Outcast by the looks of it. And width-wise, this is where the armour comes into its own. It is actually a lot wider, and that can be a good thing or a bad thing. It's good for stability, but one trick that I love doing with the X-Max is that you can drive it on 2 wheels. Right, hold on. There we go. So you can see, and it is a little bit wider. Right, so next, because this body shell looks so nice, I don't want to ruin it. Because a few bad landings, this is all going to start splitting, and these body shells are actually quite expensive. So what I'm going to do is get some of this drywall tape. Get some of this drywall tape here. We're going to stick it onto the inside of the body. I'm going to get some hot glue and just dab it in some places just to hold it on. And then I've got some Shoe Goo somewhere. But all I had in stock was the black stuff. So I'm going to be putting this black stuff on there. Hopefully it's going to be just as strong. I can't see any reason why it's not going to be as strong. And this one here is the 100 mile an hour, or 200 mile an hour project car, sorry. And my hot glue gun is nowhere to be seen. Oh, where's my hot glue gun gone? What? Ah, there it is. There it is. Plug him in. And then we have to disassemble this body a little bit. I'm going to take the cage off of it all, give it a clean up, and then put all the stuff on it, and then we're going to put it all back together again. Alright, so how does it come apart? Right. Is that one? Nope, not that one. Hopefully all this cage is going to go back on once we've got the Shoe Goo under there. Right. I've got to remember where all the screws go. Someone said, is this my new favourite RC car? No! Well, I don't know yet. It might be. Until I've tested it, I won't know. But for it to beat the X-Max, it's going to take some doing. Right, that off. So these screws go in this bit. That is off. And then we're going to take these little body tethers off. Do Shoe Gooing, and then put it all back together again. And then it's got stickers in here that's supposed to protect the body a bit, but I'm going to pull these off because I reckon the Shoe Goo and drywall tape is going to do a better job. Don't just blast. Don't just bash, blast. Phil said it's a proper muscle truck. It does look cool. I mean, for looks, 10 out of 10. Performance, we won't know yet. But I can't use it yet because I've ordered some new XT90s and I can't use it until they come. And they should be here tomorrow. So Paddlesworth is probably going to be its maiden voyage. So you're going to have to wait for the full video till after Paddlesworth. Just give it a quick clean up with some bearing cleaner. Just to make sure that all the grease is off of it. So that our Shoe Goo and drywall tape has got the best chance of sticking to it. I mean, you can use brake cleaner as well, but the trouble is with brake cleaner, some of it will attack the plastic. So the stuff that I had, the Worth stuff, that was actually okay. But if you're going to use any sort of solvent on plastic or paint, try it on a little corner first. And make sure it doesn't attack your body, because these bodies are not cheap. If you're going to start spraying stuff on there and then it eats into the plastic, then you're going to cry. So try it on a tiny little corner first to make sure it doesn't react, and then go in. But I've used this on loads of plastic before, so I know it's good. Someone said, is the chassis thick? It's the same as the Creighton, but being shorter, I'm guessing it's going to be stronger. But we will see. Guys, I'm going to give this truck a proper hiding. Better plug the phone back in so we don't go flat. But the truck's going to get a proper hiding. I'm going to test it, and you will see everything was good and everything is not so good. But I don't want to kill the body, because that body, look at it. That just looks absolutely epic. I mean, for me, that is 10 out of 10. There is not really a much better looking body than that. I absolutely love it. The colour, the shape. I like all this old school sort of graphics on there and stuff. Right. So this stuff here is called fibber tape. Steve actually told me to get this stuff because it sticks better than the normal stuff. But I'll still put a bit of hot glue on there afterwards because it still does lift off, especially in corners and stuff. Right. RC Shaw said she sure looks pretty. She does look pretty. Right. Not really sure if we go that way or that way. Probably do one that way and the other one the other way. Someone said, when is Paddlesworth? Well, Paddlesworth is on almost every weekend, but the event is this weekend, and you can only go if you've got tickets. So if you just turn up without tickets, they're not going to let you on. It's tickets only. And you've got to get your tickets early, and this year's ones are gone. But you can go there any weekend, I think, they're on. If you go on the Paddlesworth Facebook page, and contact them, and then they will let you know when you can go and play there. But the event we're going to on the weekend is kind of like a private event, so you can't just turn up on that one. How much is a new body, says Tim? Quite a lot. I think about almost £100. And I know they make the indestructible bodies, but in my opinion they just look a bit ugly. And I've noticed when I use the indestructible bodies in my videos, the views go down. So the body's got to look good. It's all part of the RC as well. The RC's got to look epic. And this body just looks so good. I mean, you know, it's all objective. That's just my opinion. I think it looks absolutely epic. Some people are not a fan of the old school look, but I absolutely love it. So this is quite time consuming. If you guys want to click off the video, or if you're watching it afterwards and you want to advance to the end, then do so, because this is literally going to be taking me probably about an hour. And I will be getting some comments. Obviously I can't get all your comments. I know some of you guys get upset sometimes if I can't answer everything. Right. There's not going to be too much more interesting stuff coming up, guys. So feel free to advance the video to the end if you're watching it as a video. For you guys live, I will be getting a few comments in a little while. Quite a lot of intricate shapes on this one, so I'm not really sure what the best way is to go about it. Guys, this is tedious and long-winded. Ben says, am I happy with the car? I haven't run it yet, but so far it looks absolutely epic. I'm guessing what's going to go wrong with it is the chassis is going to bend. I can almost guarantee that. And I think the arms are quite weak on them. But RPM have come out with the front ones, and I'm guessing they're going to come out with the rear ones too. So hopefully they're going to be alright. Sometimes, when you put flexible arms on, you start bending diff cups and drive shafts. So sometimes putting on soft arms isn't such a good idea. But on the 6S armours, it's like, it makes them a lot stronger. So I'm going to try it on one of the trucks, and if it's good, I'll do it on the one, because the arms on these definitely on the weak side. Literally, you fart next to it and it breaks. Someone says if it bends, I'm sure he will upgrade it. Well, I've got the M2C Crusher chassis over here, look. And this is the one that M2C actually made for the Creighton. It's like a short wheelbase and made it almost Outcast size. But the Outcast there is actually about 1 centimetre shorter. So I could put this on it. But if I put that on there, then I'll have to make new holes in the body here. I have to make the holes a bit bigger here. So I may well do that. We'll see how we get on. If the chassis bends, I'll probably end up putting that M2C chassis on it. But I don't want to upgrade it too much just yet. So I'm literally just sorting out the body, because the body I definitely don't want to trash. We put the high-speed gearing on, which came with the kit. But other than that, we're going to be running it fully stock. We're going to put it through its paces. We're going to give it abuse. We're going to give it hell. We're going to push it past its limits. and we will see exactly what the weak spots are. And as I said, I'm guessing it's going to be the chassis and the arms. But all in all, it's a very good platform. I mean, I'm really happy with the Creighton 8S. It handles good. The steering servo is a little bit weak, but I'm more than happy with the speed. Once you gear it up to the bigger pinion, it's more than fast enough. Handles good, it jumps well. I mean, I don't think there is any perfect truck out there, to be honest. Everything's got its flaws. Guys, this is going to take a little while, so I do apologise if you get bored. I suppose if you get bored, you can just click off the video. I mean, this is definitely a tedious job, but it's going to save you a lot of money in the long run. I did this to the Minimax, and the Minimax has been through absolute hell, and the body is still almost perfect. Martin didn't do this to his Minimax, and the body was trashed like in the first couple of outings. Tedious, tedious. OCD's kicking in a bit here. I'm trying to get it perfect. I'm probably overthinking it a bit, to be honest. Doesn't need to be perfect, it's just got to be on there. But it's worth spending a bit of time, guys. And also, if you know the body's going to take a bit of a beating, you're going to enjoy the truck more as well. If you're always worried about trashing the body shell, you're not going to enjoy it as much. Right, next, I guess we'll do the rear arches. Yeah, but how do you protect the body when it's sliding down the road on its roof? Well, it does have these on the roof, so it will protect it to some extent. And I guess you could put some Shoe Goo on the outside, just on the corners where it's going to rub. But yeah, you're going to, yeah, if you're scraping it down the road, you're going to destroy it anyway, regardless. But it's going to still last a bit longer. Are you buying the EXB Creighton? Yes, I've ordered it. I'm waiting for it to come. I wasn't going to get it, but I changed my mind. It grew on me. Damn you, Armour. I wasn't going to buy this, but I was looking at pictures of it and, oh man, it just looks too good to not have it, doesn't it? If they make an ATES infraction, oh my god. That would make my day. Are you going to get the Red Cat shredder? Someone says. No, I've got no plans of any Red Cats, dude. Unless they make something that's absolutely epic. It's better than what I've already got? Probably not. Someone says, do I have issues running high-speed gears on my other cars? Well, any car, if you gear it up too much, it's going to get hot. So if you gear it up over stock, you've definitely, you know, they gear it conservatively. So I know some people are going to go really hard on it. No, down. Cut it a bit too short. I know some people are going to go really hard on it, so they gear it down to make sure that the stuff doesn't overheat. But if you gear it up, just keep an eye on temperatures. If it starts getting too hot, you know, if it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to run. So I would then gear it down or just go easier on it. You know, the thing is with these companies, when they make ready to run stuff, they've got to cater it to everybody. And some people, they're going to be running it in the desert in hot temperatures and they're going to be flat out, pack after pack. And those people, they can't really gear it up. But then you get other people that might be in colder countries and they go a bit easier on their stuff. Then you can gear it up. If they geared it up out of the box, they'll probably just end up with a load of warranty claims. Right, get in there. This stuff might not look like much, guys, but you'll be surprised how much longer your bodies are going to last once you put this on there. Someone said, is selling on eBay still worth doing? Yes. More than ever before. With all the lockdowns and with high street stores shutting down, more and more people are going online. My eBay store has massively made more sales since all that lockdown stuff. People that were in my eBay course, their sales have gone up. Stempy's eBay sales, they've gone up. And it looks like it's there to stay, because you think a lot of people, like older people especially, they never bought anything online before. They always went to the local high street. And then they signed up to Amazon and eBay with this lockdown stuff, and now they've sort of figured out, actually, ordering online is so much easier. And they're going to carry on doing it. So the high street physical stores, they're going to slowly die out. And online sales are just going to keep going up and up and up and up and up. So I know some people say it's a shame, and yes, it is a shame seeing all the high street stores go, but for us people selling online, it's great news. You know, I see a lot of people, you know, at the moment with all this corona stuff, I'd say on average probably making double the amount of sales, if not more. So it's definitely a golden opportunity right now if you want to start selling on eBay. Or Amazon, or build your own website and do your own e-commerce store. Look at that. Got me cacao drink. Cut it a bit big, we can always cut it down afterwards, you see. This is tedious, but worth it. Alright, I think I'm going to cut that short here, and then we're going to overlap it afterwards the other way around. Infill piece. Oh, we're looking good, boys. Boys and girls, we're looking good. Too short, that bit. I'm warning you now, guys, this is going to be the most boring video ever. It's going to be like an hour of me doing this. Someone says, what is he doing? Well, I've got the brand new Armour Outcast 8S, and I'm putting drywall tape and shoe goo on the inside of it so the body shall last longer. Because these bodies are expensive and they're very nice, and I want it to last as long as possible. It's got to be one of the best looking RC bodies I've ever seen. So I'm going to take extra care of the body. The rest of the truck's going to get it though. RC Logan says he's going to look up drywall tape now. Yes! If you get this stuff here, the fibber tape, that one sticks pretty good. If you get the cheap stuff, it can lift off easier, which is not a big deal if you hot glue it on a little bit. I will show you that in a minute. Right. So I think now maybe we can just go with long strips all the way through, possibly. Not really sure which way to go about it, to be honest. I'll make all this stuff up as I go along. Right, so we do a nice long bit, see if we can go all the way through. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Guys, you are not going to believe how much stronger this makes the bodies. I've only just started doing it. I was sceptical. I did it for the first time on the Minimax, and I was like, oh my god. It just makes these bodies almost indestructible. Someone said high roll centre. Yeah, it's a basher, dude. I don't really care. Really couldn't care less for a basher. When it comes to bashing, it's not to me anyway. I mean, everybody's entitled to do their hobby how they want to do it, but for me, it's all about maximum reliability and durability. So if you guys want to make it low centre of gravity, then this probably isn't your thing to do. Don't do it. But I'm going for durability. Guys, this is long-winded. Talk about long-windedness. At a first glance, do I think the Outcast 8S can be an X-Max killer? No, I don't. And I say that because I've got the Clayton 6S, 8S I mean, and I've already had it short wheelbase, and I still prefer the X-Max. I mean, I'm not saying the X-Max is better, I'm just saying I prefer it. It's more my sort of cup of tea. The Clayton handles better, goes around the track better. X-Max is way more durable. You've got to spend a whole ton of money on these to make them stronger. You know, with a chassis, if you look at like the M2C chassis cost, that's not cheap. I mean, you get what you pay for. It's an epic chassis, but if you're going to bash it, you've got to bear that in mind. You've really got to buy that. With an X-Max, the stock chassis takes a kicking. I've had X-Maxes for about 4 years now, probably a bit longer. Ever since the first version 1 6S X-Max came out, I've had an X-Max. And I've only ever broken 2 X-Max chassis. Whilst with the armours, I think I've probably bent or broke almost every armour that I've got, chassis-wise. And people did used to say, oh yeah, but Traxxas is a lot more expensive. But nowadays, there's not much in it. Not much in it at all. If you look at the price of one of these, and you look at the price of an X-Max, not much in it. And if you add up the price of all the upgrades, it's going to be cheaper to get the X-Max. X-Max parts are a lot cheaper. I personally find the X-Max easier to fix. So, no, definitely don't think it's an X-Max killer. No way. But, definitely a cool RC to have. Right, I've done the hard bit. You guys bored yet? You guys not bored yet? Enough waffle, drive to thing, someone says. No, we're not driving it today, dude. That's going to be in the main video. I'm still waiting to get my XT90 connectors. They're going to be here tomorrow. So I can't use it till tomorrow anyway. The batteries that I am going to use on it are these here, Tonergy Rapids. There's a link to these down below, guys. I've not properly used them yet. I've used the 3S ones in the infraction and they were awesome so far. These ones, the 4S ones, I've not used them yet. But you will be the first to know my experience with them. But, you know, with most lipos, you're not really going to know long term how good they're going to be until long term. So, you know, I'm going to be able to tell you guys if they've got loads of power. But when it comes to reliability, it's going to be more of a long term test. Oh, too short. Whoopsie. Someone says, since when did they make a 8S Outcast? Well, it's only just come out here in the UK. First day out. I think all the shops have got them today. And for anyone that orders them online, you're going to get it probably tomorrow. So tomorrow is probably like the day when everyone's going to get them, unless you go to your local store and they've already got them, then you might be able to get it today. But most people that have ordered one will probably get it tomorrow, I'm guessing. Someone said, when am I coming to America again? I don't know, dude. No set date. At the moment, I'm just sort of work focused. Oh, too short. No time for holidays at the moment, boys. Oh, damn it. Cut it too short again. Bloody Egypt. Egypt. I won't tell I've cut it too short again. I have as well. What's going on here? All right, third time lucky. Doesn't matter, it's all going to get used. I'm not wasting any of it. It's all going to go on there. Someone said, when's the Rustler 4x4 back in action? I'm waiting for a new front diff case. And then that will be back in action. Someone just saw my new video on my main channel with the aeroplane. Yeah, epic flight. That'll be back in the air soon. For those of you that haven't seen that video, yes, I crashed it. Someone said not much damage, only the propeller. The front end kind of emued a little bit, but it's not too bad. I mean, propeller, bit of glue, and we'll be back in action. Getting there, boys. Nearly Shoe Goo time. Done the worst of it. Getting there, look. Ha ha. Someone says the skills with the heli are crazy. Thanks, dude. I'm not sure they're that good, really. I mean, I like hooning it about, but I wouldn't say my skills are that great, really. As a few on Heli Freak will be quite vocal about, he can't fly, he's useless. His TikToks are ugly. He's just a 3D wannabe. Oh dear. I tell you what, some of the helicopter guys, most of them are a really great bunch, but it does attract some right boop holes. You know, when it comes to me and flying and with the RC cars, I don't care about the skill. I'm not there to impress anybody. I don't care if somebody thinks that I can't fly or I can fly. I don't care. I'll just have a laugh with it. I'll have fun with it. But with a helicopter, I like hooning it around. I like getting it close to the floor and having like ooh moments with it. And yeah, might not be much skill involved with it, but I don't care. I don't do it to show off my skills. I do it to get enjoyment from the hobby. And as long as it puts a smile on your face, you're doing it right. So all these idiots on Heli Freak, they go, oh, you're doing it wrong. It's like, well, I'm not doing it wrong, am I? I'm having fun. And I'm getting a load of views on YouTube, so how am I doing it wrong? But it is funny winding them up. They really get angry, some of them. Yeah, 99% of them are a great bunch. You know, I'm not saying they're all douchebags, but there are a few douchebags on there. And I love winding them up. Absolutely love it. Someone says the last video was great. Hey, glad you enjoyed it. Get in there, boys. Kev, have you ever raced buggies? Yes, I used to run 1/8 Rallycross. I had a Mugen MBX5. Stuart Wilcox from Models in Motion set it up for me because he used to race them in the World Championships. So I bought it from Stuart. I put his setup on it, and the club I used to go to, 3A Raceway, I used to win almost every time I went. I used to always be first or second in the A final, almost every single time. The only time I didn't win or come second or third was if the car broke, but it didn't really break that often because they were good cars. And then I sold it and bought a Lossy 8, and with the Lossy 8 I had nobody to help me with the setup, and I'm not very good at setting up these cars, so I went from winning every race to coming last. So, you know, when it comes to racing, you know, as long as you've got some skill with an RC car, I think everybody's got the ability to win pretty much, especially at clubs. It's all pretty much comes down to setup and new equipment. Same in touring cars. I used to do touring cars just for a bit of fun. And I remember I got someone in the club that used to do really well. He used to win almost everything. And I lent him my car, he set it up for me. And then for a couple of times after that, I did really well with that setup on there. But then as I crashed it a few times and the setup sort of went off the car, I went back to being crap again. So setup is definitely not my strong point. What's the new toy, someone said? Outcast 8S. We're just making the body a bit stronger. Oh, I've lost the end. Someone said, what time is it here? The time is 5 o'clock PM. Nearly Shoe Goo got time, guys. Nearly. How is this thing waterproof? None of them are really waterproof. If you get it in water, you're going to have to clean out all your bearings, all the gears, re-oil it all. If you don't, it's all going to seize up and go rusty. So yeah, you can take them in water. But make sure you do your maintenance afterwards, otherwise you're going to end up with a completely trashed RC. I don't know, I'm not actually sure if this one, I'm not sure if this one's advertised as waterproof. Oh, I don't actually know if it's waterproof or not. It doesn't say, I don't think it says on there waterproof. Maybe it's not then. Yeah, maybe it's not waterproof then, guys, who knows? Someone says, what's the name of the tape? Fibber tape. F-I-B-A tape. Someone said, why are you taping it? Because we put Shoe Goo on it and it makes the body 10 times stronger. These bodies are quite expensive. And doing this is going to make them last so much longer. Someone said use body filler. It's got to be flexible. The thing is with Shoe Goo, it's still flexible. If you use body filler, it's brittle. Right, boom. So we got the whole body covered down the inside, almost. Oh, missed a bit there. Probably doesn't matter too much, but might as well just do it. If we're going to do it, might as well do it properly. So now, we're going to get the hot glue gun fired up. Not quite Shoe Goo time yet, nearly. Nearly, but not quite. So I'm going to go around it all now, make sure that the tape is properly stuck down. Even though this is probably some of the better tape for sticking, once you start rubbing in the Shoe Goo, it's going to start lifting anyway. And once it starts lifting, especially in the corners, we've got a few different pieces of tape all joining at the same time. Get the hot glue and just put a little bit down in places just to hold it in place. And then we're going to put the Shoe Goo on afterwards. Because look, even now it's still lifting off a bit. Someone said, am I taking the car to Paddlesworth? That's the plan. Would you work on vinyl? I have no idea, probably. Could duct tape do the same thing, someone says? Yeah, a lot of people do duct tape them, but it comes off. All the dust gets under it. It's not as strong. This here is like permanent. Once you've got it on, you never have to do it again for the life of the body. Well, maybe if it starts cracking somewhere, you can redo those bits. But if you use duct tape, it can start coming off. Right, give it a couple of minutes to warm up. Duct tape sucks, someone says, and we got RC Recreation in the house. What's your outro song name? I don't know. When I download my music, I always rename it, so I've renamed it to Outro. So I don't know what it's called, but I do get most of my music from Epidemic Sounds. Someone said, "Are you happy?" Well, I've been happy since I quit my job 12 years ago. When I had my job 12 years ago, I used to be depressed every day. I didn't like life at all. Now I love it. Never been so good. What day are you going to Paddlesworth? Someone says. Saturday or Sunday, not sure yet. Right, hot glue's coming out. So basically, I'm just going to put a very thin bit of hot glue just on the bits where I'm thinking it might lift. So on all the edges of the tape, any creases. It doesn't need much. You just want to get a tiny bit on there, just enough to hold it. So if you push the glue gun right up against it, pull the trigger as you go along, it's just going to put a real thin layer on there. The thinner you can get it on there, the better. Plus when you do it thinly, it dries quicker as well. Oh, it's lifting a bit. Guys, if you skip the glue gun step and go straight for the Shoe Goo, you're going to get mad. You're going to get angry really quickly. Because this is all going to start lifting off if you just go straight for the Shoe Goo. He's going to end up with a load of mess. With a Mini Max, I went straight for the Shoe Goo. It still come out alright, but I used up a lot more Shoe Goo. If you do this, you need less Shoe Goo, you see. Because once it starts lifting, it just wastes your Shoe Goo. Ferg says his stemp going. He said he is. You never know his stemp, he might stemp out. Basically, guys, where the corners are, that's where you've got to pay most attention to make sure it stays down. Because it's going to really start lifting there and you're going to waste loads. You're going to waste so much Shoe Goo trying to get it to stick. And you're going to end up with a body that's really heavy. You don't want to make it too heavy. You're getting there, boys and girls. Bring on the Shoe Goo, someone says. We will. Don't you worry about that, boy. Oh, that's one stick gone. Stay stuck. Stay stuck. Ow, hot. Ouchie. Someone says, if I was to buy another supercar, what would I get? I would get the Aventador SVJ. But I wouldn't replace it for my one because I prefer my one. Or a Porsche GT3 OS, I like those. They're cool. Ferrari Pista, they're pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff that I want, but I can't afford it all. And that's why I work all the time. I'm pretty much a workaholic because I've got all these dreams, and the path to the dreams is hard work. Everybody wants all the nice stuff, but not everybody's willing to put the effort in. So, you know, it's all accessible to anybody that's willing to take action. But most people, they just want to do 9 till 5 and then put their feet up when they're done, which is nothing wrong with that. You know, you've got to do what makes you happy. Some people, they just want to do their 9 till 5, do their job, clock out, go home, put their feet up and have a beer. And watch a bit of TV. And, you know, if that's what makes you happy, then that's what you've got to do. I mean, there's no right and wrong way of doing anything. It's basically, at the end of the day, whatever puts the biggest smile on your face, that's the right way of doing it. So, you know, if you're 9 till 5 and sort of like the same money every month and all that lot puts a smile on your face, and you haven't got to worry about business or that stuff, then that's what you should do. But for those people that want a bit more in life, they want the nicer houses and the nice cars, they want the freedom to work for themselves, then it's accessible to anyone. You just got to be willing to take action. You've got to learn from those that have done it before, get advice from people that know how to do it, whatever it is that you want to do, and then take action. And if you do it right, there's no reason why it can't work. And not everything's going to work for everybody. You know, not everybody can be a Michael Jordan. No matter how much basketball you practice, you might never be as good as Michael Jordan. So, you know, if you want to be a professional basketball player, that might not work out for you. It probably won't. So you got to, you know, whatever you choose, it's got to be the right fit. I mean, a lot of people want to be a YouTuber, but how are you in front of the camera? A lot of people want to be a YouTuber and they don't want to put their face on YouTube. And I was really camera shy when I first started. I didn't like it at all, put myself on camera. But then once I've done it a while, you get used to it, and now I don't really care. It's just normal. So I do it every day. Now it doesn't bother me anymore. But some people, they never get over it at all. So if you're the sort of person that never gets over it, I mean, I suppose you could do a different sort of channel where you don't show your face. I think the idea is to try a lot of different things and see what you like doing, and then run with what you like. Because there might be so many things out there that you don't know about. There are so many little business ideas or jobs there might be stuff out there you don't even know about, and if you did it, that would just make your whole life so much better. But because you never tried it and you don't even know about it, you've missed out on it. So I would say it's definitely a good idea to try many different things. Try different jobs, try working for different companies, try your own businesses, just try loads of different things and just see what you like. And when you find something that you like doing and you can monetize it, then your life is going to be so much better. Because I used to have a crappy job that I hated, 9 to 5 job, 12 years ago, hated it. I had many different jobs, I tried loads of jobs. I tried loads of businesses as well and I always failed. But eventually I bumped into eBay and that worked out pretty good for me. Then I found YouTube, that worked out good. But if I wouldn't have tried all these different things, I'd still be at the same crappy 9 to 5 job, hating life. That's 2 glue sticks done. No Shoe Goo, there will be Shoe Goo. Don't worry, Shoe Goo will be going on. Someone says, I want RT but I don't have the money. Well, you have to find a way to make money. Oh, it's the same. When I was 10 years old, I wanted a manta ray and I couldn't afford it. So I saved up and saved up and saved up. 2 years of saving up, I managed to buy one. So pretty much everything that I've got, I've worked for. Nothing's been given to me. I mean, back in the day, I had a Sierra RS Cosworth and my parents lent me the money for it. That's when I had a job. And when I lost my job, I had to get another job and that job didn't pay well. And I couldn't afford to pay them back. And for years and years and years, I owed them all that money for the Cosworth. And then when I started doing eBay, eBay is what made me the money so I could pay them back finally, after like many years. I think it could be almost Shoe Goo time. Just making sure that it's stuck down everywhere, because if any bits start lifting, it's going to waste a load of Shoe Goo and I'll get a rage on. I think you're pretty much good to go. The more this drywall tape is down on the body, the less Shoe Goo you're going to use, the lighter the body's going to be, the cheaper it's going to be to do. Because it does add a little bit of weight, but you want to sort of minimise it, how much you add to it. Right. I think we're good to go next door and start Shoe Gooing. Someone says, do my armours overheat? No, not really. Right, some glovage as well. Where's my glovage? I've got glovage here. So glovage. Unplug that, and then we're going to go next door because this stuff stinks. Oh, nearly 600 people in the stream. So I'm going to go over to my nicely cleaned up workbench. We'll put a little bit of cardboard down to try and protect the body a bit. I don't want to scrape it up too much. Donkey down there. Donkey there. Someone says get the line 450 back in action. Yes, I will do at some point. Let's go on with his iPad. So I've got black Shoe Goo this time. I've never used a black stuff before. This is the first time. So I'm hoping it's going to work. I suppose one good thing of it being black, I mean it's going to work, but I don't know if it's going to be as strong as the clear stuff. One good thing is with this, you can see where you've put it, I'm guessing. With the clear stuff, you start putting it on, you can't always see where it is. Does the glue stink? Yes, that's why I'm doing it in the workshop. What body is that? Someone says it is the Armour Outcast 8S. Just got it today. What's the yellow scooter? It's this electric little scooter. Right. First time putting the black stuff on. It's been clear up until now that I've used. So no idea how it's going to come out. I'll tell you what, I'm liking the black. Because you can see where you put it. Yes. If this is just as strong, I think in future I'm going to use the black, but I've still got a couple of the clear ones coming anyway. I've ordered 2 black ones and 2 clear ones. The only downside with a black one, if you start spilling it over the edges, it's going to make more of a mess. Are you always going to keep the Robogini, someone says? I mean, I might as well. This stuff stinks a lot more than the clear stuff though, that's for sure. Definitely stinks more. Oh, this is potent. Someone says spray Flex Seal. Yeah, I've heard people say that. I've not tried it myself yet. I'm guessing it's going to make it a lot heavier with this, with Flex Seal. I will try it one day. But so far I've got really good results with the Shoe Goo. It's just a bit long-winded. But I'm liking this stuff because you can see exactly where you put it. So far I'm liking the black. Because with the clear stuff, sometimes if you start going over it, you can't see where you've done it, where you haven't it. How long have you had the Savage, someone says? Oh, years and years and years. Can't remember, it's got to be over 10 years. I've had Savages before this one as well. Definitely a long-winded job, but definitely worth it once you've done it. Kev, do you have any pets? Yes, I've got cats, 2 cats. Someone says, how do I have so much money? I wouldn't say I've got that much money, but I've definitely got more than when I had a job. So, just by doing eBay and doing YouTube. Doing a lot of long hours, a lot of work. Getting closer to my dreams, but still not there yet. So I've still got a few more years to go. But I'm loving the whole process. I love doing this, it's good fun. I love editing. I like doing eBay stuff. I mean, YouTube's a lot more fun. eBay is more profitable, but you know, for the amount of time you give it. But YouTube is just so much more fun. Someone says, oh, you are so lucky. And by the way, stop copy and pasting. Say it once, don't just keep copy and pasting all the time, guys. You're going to ruin it for everybody else. Say your question once. If I can get it, I can get it. If I can't, I can't. I can't get everybody's comments. There's so many coming in. We've got 600 people in on the stream. It's impossible to get everybody's comment. We'll just be courteous to everybody else. Leave a comment. If I can't get it, I can't get it. But you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to chat amongst yourselves. Don't tell him YouTube and eBay are jobs. Well, it is. I mean, why isn't it? I mean, it's fun. But who says you can't have a job and have fun at the same time? Who says you've got to hate your job? I mean, when I used to work for when I had my 9 to 5 job, I used to hate all my jobs. I hated them. And now I just get paid for having fun. So, just because you like doing it doesn't mean that it's not a job. It's still a lot of work, still a lot of hard work. I do many 12 to 16 hours a day. But it's a lot of fun. Someone says, how many RC cars do I have? It's over 100 now. I don't know an exact number, but it's over 100. How long does the glue take to dry? Not that long. It's already going tacky now. I mean, if you put it on, you probably use it in a couple of hours, I would have thought. It's quite expensive. We're looking at about £15, probably $15 for a tube. I'm guessing I'm going to need 2 tubes to do this, maybe more, maybe even, I don't know. It's quite expensive, but it's cheaper and keep buying new bodies. Oh man, the fumes are bad. This is getting me high. How much better is brushless? It depends what you're comparing it to. You're comparing it to nitro or you're comparing it to brushed. If you're comparing it to brushed, loads better, loads more power, a lot more reliability and more run time. If you're comparing it to nitro, yeah, it's still loads more power. Someone says, have I tried Amazon? Yeah, I've tried Amazon. I found it a lot more difficult to make money. There's a lot more sellers on there. It's a lot more competitive. You get people hijacking your listings. It's a lot more expensive to start. If you want to be competitive on Amazon, you've got to be doing Amazon Prime. And if you want to do Amazon Prime, it means you've got to send all of your inventory into Amazon. I'm not going to go into it all in this video. I've made a video on my business channel about it, but it's a lot harder, a lot more time consuming, and it's a lot more expensive. You literally probably need $1,000 to $2,000 to get going, and you're probably going to waste all of that money. Whilst when you start in eBay, you could start with $10 even. The trouble is with Amazon, everybody shares the same listing. If you're selling the same product to somebody else, you're using the same listing. So, and whoever gets to buy now button is whoever's the cheapest. So everybody goes cheaper, and in the end nobody makes any money. On eBay, you can be unique and make your own unique listing. Everybody gets their own listing. So one way around that on Amazon, because basically on Amazon, if you're selling this, say you're selling Shoe Goo, you can go on Amazon, you can find the ad for the Shoe Goo, and then you can click on sell one similar, and then your name's going to come on that same listing. And if you're the cheapest, you're the one that gets to buy now button. The trouble is, then the next guy's going to go cheaper because he wants to buy now button back. Then you're going to go cheaper, then somebody else is going to go cheaper. And before you know it, you're all selling it at a loss. Nobody makes any money. So one way around it is to have your own product, have your own brand name on it. So you can go to China and you can get like generic stuff. They call it, I forgot what they call it now, like white label products. It means that they're products without a brand name on them, and you can get the company to put your brand name on it. But for them to be willing to put your brand name on there, you're going to have to order a lot of items. So you're probably going to need to spend about £1,000 to get a whole load of these items made with your brand name on there, just so that you can have your own listing. Because with your own brand name, you own that brand name, so nobody can copy your listing. And if they do, they're breaking your intellectual property right, and then you can sue them. And Amazon will remove that listing. Trouble is, you might do all that, you might spend £1,000. You might spend £1,000 getting all your stuff, or a couple of grand getting all your stuff from China. You put it on Amazon, you make your listing, nobody buys it, and you've wasted all that money. And the margins are a lot lower as well on Amazon. It's a lot more, they take a lot more of the money. So if that product flops, you've now spent £1,000 to a couple of grand on that product and it's not selling. Whilst with eBay, you can just buy one item and it can be the exact same item as everybody else. It doesn't need to be unique to you. You make your own listing, you put it on eBay. If it sells, great, you buy more. If it doesn't sell, no big deal. You've only bought one. You might have spent like a couple of dollars on an item. And if it doesn't sell, you've only lost a couple of dollars. If it doesn't sell on Amazon, you've lost thousands. So personally, I would start on eBay, make your money on eBay, and then you can use the easy eBay money to do Amazon if you want to do it. Amazon's also a lot more difficult to make the listings and to sell it all and everything. The whole system of Amazon is like 10 times harder. Amazon sounds very tough, or you go bankrupt. Yes, most Amazon sellers go bankrupt. But the plus side of Amazon is they do all the shipping for you. So once you've set up a profitable item and it's all going well, all you've got to do is you've got to get your stuff ordered from China, get it shipped directly to the warehouse, Amazon warehouse, and they do all the shipping. So once you've got it set up, it is a lot less time consuming. So it's definitely got benefits, but it's not beginner friendly at all. And if you're a beginner, you're almost definitely going to fail at your first, probably like 10 products. So you could be $10,000, $20,000 in and still making a loss. Don't quit your day job. I quit my day job 12 years ago, dude. 12 years ago I quit. I've been doing my own thing ever since and I've never looked back. That's the best decision I ever made in my whole entire life. Walking up to that office, the last job, and saying, that's it, I'm done, I'm out of here. I never looked back, never. Completely changed my life. I went from being depressed and miserable every day to now loving life. XO1 or limitless, someone says. Depends what you want to do. I mean, XO1 is like a 12-year-old design. And XO1 is going to go 100 miles an hour straight out the box, whilst the limitless, you're going to have to put your own motor and stuff in there. But I would probably say limitless. XO1 or infraction, someone says. Well, XO1 for speed. Infraction is going to be better for your drifting and your street bashing and all that stuff. So they're both good. But XO1 is getting a bit dated now. But it is the only RC car that you can buy that's going to do 100 miles an hour straight out the box. Man, this is long-winded. Hopefully I'm not going to get too much of it on the outside and ruin it. Someone said limitless vid. Yes, there may well be a limitless vid tomorrow. Building it, not driving it. I started the project 200 an hour build. So part 1 for that may well be out tomorrow. This is long-winded, guys. Loving the stream, someone says. I don't know how. I don't know how there's still nearly 600 people in the house watching me do this. This must be the most boring stream ever. Honestly, can't believe anybody's watching it. Someone says you are entertaining. Thank you, dude. How does eBay work these days? Auctions or buy it now? Depends what you're selling. If you're selling second-hand stuff, a lot of the time you're better off with the auction just to get rid of it. Or if you've got anything you just want to sell it, you don't care how much you get, do it at an auction. But if you're buying stuff to sell it at a profit, you've really got to do it with a buy now. Otherwise with auctions, you've got to wait for the auction to end before you can relist it. You're going to get less money. So for the sort of selling I do, I buy stuff brand new with the intention to sell it off at a profit. I'll do everything auction. No, sorry, everything buy now. I'll only auction it if it's something that's not selling and I just want to get rid of it and not bother with it anymore. That's the only time I'll do an auction. Someone says I'm the best YouTuber ever. Thanks, dude. Man, these fumes are bad. Someone says, do I do all the shipping myself? Yes, I do. I do all the shipping myself. So once you've got all your products listed, that's what's going to take all your time. So, you know, I might spend a couple of hours a day doing shipping. And then I've got the rest of the day to mess about doing YouTube videos. Kev, try Gorilla Tape. It's easier and less long-winded. It is easier, it is less long-winded, but it's not permanent. It starts coming off and it makes a mess and it doesn't protect your body as much as this. So I just want to do this once and forget about it. I've seen people that have done the Gorilla Tape and it always looks like a mess. It starts coming off and it's just, oh no. Once this stuff's on, it's permanent, it stays on. Someone said, great job flying the extra. Yeah, I think I've done pretty well, but I did crash it. Obviously that wasn't too good. The trouble is with me, I always get too carried away. I think to myself, I'm going to go easy with it, I'm going to try and make it last. And then I get excited and I want to start doing all the stunts. Are you getting high on the Shoe Goo? Yeah. I'm getting a bit high off of it. Bloody stinks. That's why I did it out here in the workshop, but it still stinks. Someone says you build epic builds. Thank you, dude. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I mean, I love doing it, and I get fun by doing the builds, and if you guys get enjoyment from it as well, it's just great. I need something to lean it on. What have we got? What do we have? Do you go to YouTube events? No, I haven't actually. Never been to a YouTube event. Someone said to put it on with a paintbrush. I tried that, dude. It just made a complete mess. I tried a spatula. This, to me, seems the easiest way of doing it. Just use your finger. It's too sticky and thick for a paintbrush, I found. So, I don't know. Some people might use a paintbrush. You just got to do it whichever way you find best for you. But for me, the finger. Right. I've nearly used a whole tube. Hopefully 2 tubes is going to be enough. Trying to squeeze as much glue out as I can. It's quite expensive, so we don't want to waste it if we can help it. Oh no, my finger's in it. What a mess. I know this is time consuming, guys, but it works. This works so well. Once it's on, you're on. I know different people use different stuff, but as far as I know, nothing's as reliable as doing it with Shoe Goo. I know it takes ages, I know it's expensive, I know it stinks, but as far as I know, this is the strongest way of doing it. Someone says, how long have I been on YouTube? I've been doing it about 4 years now. Hopefully 2 tubes is going to do it. Really hoping it will. Otherwise I haven't got enough. Someone says, what is your contact number? I don't have one, dude. I get hundreds and hundreds of people trying to contact me on Facebook and Instagram and all that, and if I responded to every single person trying to get hold of me, I wouldn't get anything done at all. So that's why I do the live stream, so I can chat with you guys on the old live. Hopefully, guys, we can have enough Shoe Goo. I've got one more tube. Hopefully, it's going to do it. We're nearly at the end of this one. Is that a Nico in the red bin? No, it's Toy Bright, I think, whatever the name is, New Bright. Someone says the Outcast looks sick. Yes, I know. One of my favourite looking RC cars. It looks absolutely epic. Audi looks sick, someone says. Audi is a little bit poorly, yeah. It's definitely getting heavier. I can feel it already. Hey, you got Steve O.D. in the house. How you doing, broski? How's my broski? All the way from Detroit. Someone says a big fan from India. Hello, dude. Right guys, I think we're going to end this stream in a minute. I've nearly done it. I've run out of glue. I'm pretty much just going to carry on doing the same stuff what I've already done. Yeah. I'm going to carry on doing what we've already done. The same what we've done here, the same on the back. And then you will see on the full video what the finished outcome's going to look like when it's all dried. This is the most interesting stream in a while, probably the most boring. Not much happening in this one. Trying to squeeze as much out of here as what I can. I wish you could get Shoe Goo in bigger packets, man. If you get like a tub of it. We've got trailer trash in the house. Right, I want to get a new Shoe Goo. Back in a sec. Right, new Shoe Goo. Hopefully we can have enough to do it all. Kev, just remind us what you're doing. Well, I've got a brand new Outcast 8S, and I'm putting drywall tape and Shoe Goo onto the body to make it last. These bodies are really expensive and really nice, so I want it to last as long as possible. So I drywall taped it, and now I'm going over it with Shoe Goo to make it stronger. And we're 50% of the way there. I'm probably going to end the stream in a minute. Oh, someone has donated. Thank you very much, dude. But if you want to donate, then please donate to my favourite charity. Link to that is down below. But you're very kind. Much appreciated. And if anybody else has donated and I missed it, I do apologise, but I do appreciate it very much. But please instead donate to my favourite charity. That will make my day. Oh, it's a twin motor, this. I don't know about that. Get in here, boys. We are getting there. I think the clear stuff probably looks a bit neater. This looks a bit messy, doesn't it? This does definitely look a bit messy. Yes, Great Ormond Street is a hospital for sick kids. It's my favourite charity. So if anybody wants to donate to me, don't give it to me. Give it to my favourite charity instead. Link to that is down below, guys. Merry Christmas, said Toxic. You're a bit early, dude. Or a bit late. Jacob just donated $2. Dude, you don't have to. You're so kind, but please donate it to my favourite charity instead. But you are very kind, it's much appreciated. How are you doing with the FPV, someone says? Oh, dude. Not good. I haven't actually practiced much, to be fair, so I shouldn't really say that, but I've still got a long way to go with it. I'm nowhere near good level yet, if that's what you're asking. Imagine doing this as a laminator body. Guys, I want to do it to the laminator body. When I get a new one, I'm going to do it. I've already trashed it a bit on that one, so I'm definitely going to do this on the next laminator body. But man, it's going to be time consuming. But at least I'll have you guys to keep me occupied. Kev, we see your dog. I don't have a dog. We are getting there. Nearly done, guys. Getting there, guys, nearly done. Is it much stronger? Will this help? Dude, yes. This will make your body last more than 10 times longer. If you care about your body, definitely worth doing. It makes it almost as strong as an indestructible body. But the trouble is with the indestructibles, they look a bit ugly. Someone says, I'm glad I nearly done it because I need a toilet. You might as well go to the toilet, dude, because there's not really much happening here. I can't believe there's 561 people watching me spreading Shoe Goo onto an RC body. Can't believe it. Can you compare it to the Raminator? Completely different RCs, guys. Raminator is like a league of its own. I mean, this is going to be more durable. It's going to jump up further. It's going to be more user friendly. But the Raminator is just big and heavy and loud and obnoxious. Everything what I love. We're here because of you, demand, says Bingo. Thanks, dude. Much appreciated. Backflip machine right there, yes. I'm hoping so. Why did you get it, someone says? I wasn't going to get it, but I kept seeing pictures and videos of it, and in the end I just had to get one. I mean, it just looks so cool. It really does look cool. I prefer longer wheelbase stuff, but it's still fun having the short stuff. Depends what you want to do. If you want to do massive air, it's better to have the long wheelbase stuff, but if you want to do little skate park stuff and just do backflips and things, and the short wheelbase is better for that. So it's good to have both. Dude, that looks massive. You say it looks massive, but look, if we put it up against the Raminator, tiny. Look at that. Compared to the Raminator, this is a little baby. Bent chassis, someone says. I reckon it probably will bend, but I'm not going to say anything negative until I've tested it. I have added a chassis stiffener and a chassis shorter, so maybe it won't bend. We will see. So I'm not going to give it any negatives until I've tested it for myself. Often I see other YouTubers, they sort of make their mind up based on other people's experience. But the thing is, other people might be fibbing, they might not be saying the whole truth. So when I tell you my opinion, it's always based on my own experience, from what I've seen with my own eyes. So I'm not really going to give an opinion until I've tested it fully myself. You never know, I might prefer it than the X-Max, who knows? I mean, I can't see it. I mean, the X-Max is pretty much in a league of its own. But if I prefer it to the X-Max, I'll be the first to admit it. Am I ever going to get a nitro plane, someone says? Maybe. I'm not really a plane guy. I mean, I did enjoy that plane, the extra 300, it was a great fun. But I can't see myself getting properly into it. I'm more into cars and stuff, you know. This is long-winded. Someone says they like my beard. Bit of bum fluff there. %5 left. Yeah, we're running out. There's not much left. I think there should be enough to finish the body. So it's quite expensive. You know, this is £15 of tubes. That's £20 off, no, £30 I've spent. Probably about $30 I've spent on doing it, but if it lasts longer, it's worth it. You taking it out for a spin? No, not today, dude. That's going to be the main video. Jay, I'm reinforcing the body. Backflip the laminator, please. Oh, yes, I will do that one day. Someone says $4 for Shoe Goo. Oh, that's cheap. What's going on here? But it depends what size you get. This one here is the 109.4 millilitres. So are you sure you're looking at the right tube? So you might be looking at a smaller one. Time for a second layer. Oh God, don't. I'm going to go around it again and just go over the bits where it's a little bit thin, if I've got any left. But I'm not going to give it a full second layer. Someone says here in the US it's not that expensive. Oh, bonus. Well, next time I come to the US, I may well buy myself a whole suitcase full. Forward flip the laminator. Ooh. I think that would be very difficult. But maybe one day. Oh, someone's donated $5, dude. You don't have to. You are so kind, but you don't have to. Much appreciated. Please instead give it to my favourite charity. Link to that is down below. Great Ormond Street. Put portals on Andy. Oh, I'd love to. Maybe one day. Kev, is that the Outcast 8S? It is. Bring Andy to the US. If I move to US permanently, maybe I would. Well, I do want to get a place in the US, but I want a place here in the UK as well. So if I move to the US, I doubt it will be permanent. It will be sort of 50-50. So we'll see. Maybe I will. Who knows? Am I still friends with Stempy? Someone says yes. RC Crazy has ordered his Extreme Basher Crater. Nice one, dude. I've got one coming as well. I don't know when it's going to be here though. I thought I was getting it today, but it never came. So I don't know when it's coming. Kev, do you have subwoofers in Andy the Landy? No, I don't. I put some better speakers in, but they're just normal little 6-inch speakers, whatever they are. Getting there, guys. Does Andy have portals? No, unfortunately. I wish he did. But you can make portals for them. A company called Tibus, they make portals. Some people put the Volvo portals on. There's another company that make portals, I can't remember the name. Some people put Unimog axles on. How much Shoe Goo is that? I've used 2 tubes of the BiG stuff so far, and that's going to be enough. I'm not going to put any more on it. I'm going to go around it again in a minute though, and I'm going to go over the bits that I've missed a little bit, and in bits where I want to add a bit of extra strength, I'll go over it again. Is that £30 worth? Yes, £30 worth. Kev, are you drunk? No, I'm not drunk, but I feel drunk. All the fumes off of this. Right, so we are pretty much done now. And now I can just go over it and go over the bits where I've not fully got it. I went over it relatively thinly because I wanted to make sure that it lasts, and also it does add a bit of weight. I mean, it's not that heavy. I mean, it's a lot lighter than an indestructible body, but it does definitely add a little bit of weight to it. Am I ever going to make merch for my channel? Yes, there's a link down below for it. Link down below for the merch, guys, if you want any merch. Kev getting high off of Shoe Goo, I am. I am getting a bit high off of it. It's horrible. I don't like it. I mean, it's done now, guys. I'm just literally just going around the bits where I've missed, which is almost all of it. When you do it really clear, it looks a lot neater, but at least you can really see where it's not that thick on there. I think as long as the drywall tape sticks to the body, it's going to make it so much stronger. See, on the front now, it's pretty much, yeah, it's dry, pretty much. That's almost good enough to use. Oh, itchy nose. People, Kev, don't smoke. No, I don't smoke. I don't smoke. So I'm putting a little bit more of this stuff around the body holes, because that is often where it cracks. I don't often go around the corners here on the window pillars, so put a bit more around there. The clear is better, someone says. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I couldn't really get any. I mean, well, I couldn't find any, so I bought the black, and then I found some clear, so I bought the clear as well, but I'm still waiting for the clear. It's probably worth putting a bit more around the front, because that's probably going to get nailed a few times. Bit more around there. E6000 is clear as well, someone says. Yeah, I've heard about that. I've not tried it though. Ugh, dropped it. Double up on the tape on the front, someone says. A bit late now, dude. I mean, you can get too crazy and it's all going to get too heavy, so it's a bit of a compromise. You know, you want it strong, but you don't want it too heavy. But I can always add more tape if it does go, I suppose. I'm literally, what I'm doing now is what I've got left in the tube. I'm just going over any bits where it looks a bit thin. I'm just going over it again, especially in places where I think it's going to break. No, I'm not going to stick any more on there, dude. One layer will do me. Sort of compromise, you know, we could make it crazy heavy and add loads of layers. You know, nothing's going to last forever. Is it supposed to prevent cracking? Yes. How long will it last with the Shoe Goo? Someone says. I'd say at least 10 times longer, at least. All the bodies I've done this to are still perfect. I've done this to my Minimax body and it's still almost perfect. It's got a couple of dents in there and that's it. Ah, gloves got a hole in it again. That's the only thing. You go for a few gloves. Have I heard anything from Banggood about the giveaway? Yeah, I gave up on the idea, dudes. It was supposed to be a giveaway, but it ended up being all complicated and then it never happened. Am I going to ride with it in the stream? No, not using it today, dude. I'm waiting for XT90 connectors for my battery, so I can't use it yet. How does it size up to the X-Max? It's a little bit shorter, a little bit wider. It's very similar size. Size-wise, very, very similar. Tyler says he loves this channel so much, so thank you, dude. Who would love to see an Infraction 8S? This sort of size. That would be epic. How expensive is this RC car? There's a link down below, and if you click on there, you'll see the price. I can't remember the exact price. So click on the link down below and you'll see. Hey, someone says you rock. Nice one, dude. You guys all rock for being able to put up with me. Are you getting the Cybertruck? I've got no plans on getting it, but never say never. We are nearly done, guys. Shoe Goo is nearly gone. It's all covered. Someone says, how much money is my YouTube channel worth? I have no idea. I don't know if you can put a value on a YouTube channel really. I suppose it's not something you can really sell, is it? I wouldn't have thought, anyway. Right, Shoe Goo's nearly gone, and that'll be it. Nearly gone. I know it's not perfect, I know I missed a few bits. Well, I haven't missed anywhere, but when it's thin, you can kind of still see through it. So it might look like I've missed it, but it has got stuff on it everywhere. And if you try and make it so it's completely not see-through, it's going to end up really thick and really heavy. Right, nearly gone. Tiny bit left. Someone says it's worth 30% of the annual income at the very least. Dude, I would say it's not to me, it's worth a lot more than that. I mean, you'd be daft to sell it at 30% of your annual income. I mean, oh man, you'd have to sell it at least 3 times the annual income, at least, to even consider it. Otherwise, what's the point? But I can't really see a YouTube channel being worth anything to anybody else other than the person whose channel it is. Because if somebody else took over my channel and it's not me, then who's going to watch? That person might as well start their own channel. Because people subscribe to the person. So if you sell your channel to someone else and now it's somebody else running it, I don't know, I can't see it really working. That person wanting to buy it might as well start his own channel. And then the people that subscribe to him, I subscribe to him because I want to see him. Corners of the roof. Yes, good idea. Someone says compare it to the X-Max. I will. Don't you worry about that. I certainly will. Google says 1 mil net worth. Google haven't really got a clue, really. Kev, why do you only use XT90 connectors? Because they're easy to solder on and they take the amps pretty good. That's why. Man, I'm getting a headache off of this. We're glad when it's done. And we're nearly done. The Shoe Goo is nearly gone. Someone said my channel's worth 12 billion. If somebody was going to give me 12 billion for my YouTube channel, they can take it. But I can't see that somehow. Right, Shoe Goo's gone, body's done, I've got a headache. Too much breathing in fumes. So I'm going to leave that in here, let it go off. Look at that, look. It's not perfect, but it's going to make this body last 10 times longer. So now we can bash it and have fun with it without having to worry about killing it. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I've filmed the unboxing already, and I'm going to do the rest of the video at Paddlesworth. So I'll be editing that next week. So the full video of this should be out next week. So guys, thank you so much for stopping by. If you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe, smash the bell button to stay notified. Thank you for the comments. Sorry I couldn't answer everybody. So many comments come in, it's absolutely impossible to get them all. We've got 609 people in on the stream at the moment, and it's just impossible to get everybody. So I can't believe that so many of you guys, oh, pardon me, I can't believe that 609 of you guys actually stayed through and watched me putting Shoe Goo onto the body. But much appreciated, love you all, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye!